few days after you joined, you posted an £11 profit day in the wins chat. And what have you just finished on in January?
I've cleared over 10k profit.
How are you going about finding your products that work for you?
Most of the time, I want to see at least 1,000 units sold. So
You joined a TikTok course. You joined a different one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Before you see me. What was your experience with that?
you know, my whole time I didn't make one sale.
Swear down. If you were speaking to someone now who was doing TikTok shop and at that sort of like beginner stage, hitting maybe like £10 days, £50 days, what would you say to that person?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Well, first of all, obviously, you got to introduce yourself.
Okay.
I'll say, would you want to go by Beej, yeah?
Yeah.
This is Beej, come through TMMB September.
September.
Yeah, I think that's end of September. That's when I first met you.
Yeah, from In the Circle, from the call.
Yeah. Charlie's here as well. But yeah, I wanted to start off by speaking to you about your journey, not just on TikTok, but more like online money and everything. Go back to the beginning. How do we get started?
2018. I think this is just before lockdown. So obviously I get told about, online money. Let's do a bit of Forex. Yeah, man, Forex ain't it, man. The amount of pyramid schemes, and it's just like people were trying to create teams of they're trying to help you. Look, just come join our side. Come join. Just ended up getting like bumped on that. Tried crypto, lost a bit in crypto. I still keep a little bit now just to hold, but trying to do the day trading thing, it's peak. Then try drop shipping. Anyone that drop ships and is profitable, yo, shout out you. Like you.
I feel like everyone's tried drop shipping at some point.
Yo, drop shipping is so difficult.
Yeah.
Like you have to do the website, you have to deal with the clients, you have to do the customer support, you have to find your products, send your products.
Yeah, it's competitive.
Very competitive. Then ended up coming across, I think like TikTok. I think it was brand work. So actually working with brands, not doing anything to do with shop yet. Just like being a UGC. So started that, did that. I was like, oh shit, like this is real money. Like someone's just paid me £500 to do like 30 videos for a month. I'm thinking, right, okay. If I get a couple of these to stack on top of each other, I'll be all right. Ended up doing that for a bit, come across a different course, paid the premium on that. That was quite expensive at the time, left me with like, I don't know, man. I was brass for a bit. I had like
what was you doing like alongside at this time?
Oh, like in real life?
Yeah.
I would have been, would have been housekeeping, you know?
Yeah.
Housekeeping still. So I'm just driving in my little Fiat Punto, going over to like people's houses and cleaning the houses. It was my best mate's mom's business. Yeah. So I had it easy. There was no like managers on my back or anything like that. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I was doing at the time. Housekeeping. I'm working at a school.
Yeah.
Primary school teacher. Damn. Life's different now.
Yeah, no, it changes quickly, doesn't it?
How long was that period you tried all those things in?
2018 till now. I don't think I stopped trying.
I swear, like 4 years.
Yeah. Like I don't think I stopped trying still. And obviously, the main goal at the time was obviously I thought I was going to be a baller. Do you know what I'm saying? I think a couple of people see this video and be like, "Yo, what's he doing on the podcast?" I thought he used to kick ball.
Hey, people say the same to me. I get messages like 1 minute I see you playing football.
Yeah.
And like now you're on my TikTok.
No, literally, like I was playing at a decent level. You know what I'm saying? I was semi-pro.
What step were you playing at?
The highest I played in was step 3.
Decent, that.
Yeah. So I got to step 3 when I was 18, and I was playing at Tamworth. Ripped my QL in my back.
Yeah.
Was lucky that like COVID and all of that came back, so I didn't feel as bad because everyone was missing out on football, not just me. Got back fit again. I think I went to different teams. I went to Leicester Nirvana, then went to Belper Town. So I basically moved up 3 leagues in one season. So I got back to step 3 at like maybe 20 now or 21, and I was playing at Nuneaton. Then I mashed up my knee. It was just peak. Like football was just doing me wrong. And then eventually the last injury I had was I think last year. And that was my MCL. Ruptured my MCL and then sprained my ACL. That's when I said, okay, I'm done with football. And then that's when I made that Twitter account. Yeah. It says MCL to Mills. And I said, that's it. Forget football, bonnet. I'm just making online money. I'm going to get rich. I'm just going to put that same work rate that I put into ball into online money, and I knew I was going to make some bread. So
It's mad 'cause you've had a very similar like path to me, because I was
yeah, you
very
used to
into
keep
my
balling
football
that.
as well, and then I was still, even like when I started doing well, still playing football, traveling like midweek game on a Tuesday, like an hour away, get back at like 10, be knackered. Saturday game takes the whole day out, and you just have no energy. And then I done my ankle bad, and I was like, after that month, I noticed like when I was not playing football at all, it was the first time in like 23 years of living. I noticed so much like more progression straight away, and I was like, shit, I can't go back to football.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's so weird. Like being, like knowing that your Saturday was always football,
Yeah,
to then just have a Saturday free is
I know.
so weird. Like it was normal for me to go, I don't know, other side of the country on a Saturday, do like a 3-hour coach journey, probably an hour to get to football. So sometimes I'm getting to football at like on an away day, but I'm getting there for like 8 something or 9. So just sit on a bus for time, go play a game, come all the way back. I get back, bro. I'm not joking. It's probably about 11 p.m. Madness. And now that I've put all of that aside and I can actually just lock into like, so the real side of work, like there's nothing wrong with a 9 to 5, especially when your 9 to 5 is like giving you the money to then put into what you want to do.
Yeah.
So that kept me afloat the whole time. Like I'm so grateful I had a job that was so flexible in the sense of I had time that nobody else had. Like I was only housekeeping, I was cutting hair, and I was working at a school. So the school job would have been on a Tuesday and Wednesday, probably about 4 hours on the Tuesday and 8 hours on the Wednesday. Housekeeping would have been like maybe 2 days a week, 3-hour shifts. I get paid like, most of it would be like petrol money towards driving to places. So it was all right. It would be like a 60 quid day sometimes.
Yeah.
Then the rest of the time I'd maybe slot in a couple of like trims because I used to be a mobile barber, innit? Chucky cuts, do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I built up a whole clientele, made my own logos, made my own content and posted it. Built up an IG page, got to like, I think 700 followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nottingham knew that Chucky Cuts was a barber store. And I just have slots on that whenever I had it. So the amount of time that I had to like, I always knew something online had to blow for me. Something. Be it trench trading, these meme coins, or something had to work. I just had to stay like consistent and find somebody who was currently making money from what they're trying to teach. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's, if anyone wants any advice before buying a course, make sure whoever you're buying from is still profitable on what they're trying to sell.
I'd agree. Yeah, I'd agree. I think when you're looking at, if you're going to invest into something, and obviously I'm biased because I actually sell some sort of coaching as well, but look at it from a different set of eyes. Think about, are they actually doing what they're teaching? I think that's a big thing.
Definitely.
But then obviously you have got the different kinds of like property mentors and stuff like that have done their time in the game and obviously have a ton of value to give still. But when you're doing something like, especially what we're doing, like TikTok Shop, if they're teaching you, they have to be like at the top of the game. In my opinion, I think you're going to get better education. Do you agree?
Well, yeah, just because like what works changes so frequently, innit? So
yeah,
like you have to be on trends and everything else, otherwise you're just not gonna do well.
If you're telling me you made money on TikTok Shop last year, I'm saying cool. Like the content is changed. Like the content's changing on like a seasonal thing from what I'm seeing. Like look at the projectors. Projectors were like crazy metal. Everyone's doing it. I think that was the first couple of people that I saw actually do like $1 million in revenue in a month. So they probably had 100K a month. You can't do that no more. So does that now, what, are they qualified enough now to then make their own course now because they did that once at that time period and then they just stopped TikTok Shop? No, if somebody can consistently keep profitable in the area they're trying to teach, yeah, you got my attention because through the hard days, through the easy days, you got it. Do you know what I'm saying? You got the sauce.
Yeah.
And Tom's got the sauce. I have to be honest. Tom's got the sauce.
You joined a TikTok course. You joined a different one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Before you see me. What was your experience with that?
So I didn't know anything about content before I joined it like that. And basically, after I've paid the fee for the course, where I've already worked out, like, okay, cool. So this money that I've got left in my bank account is for me to like live on. You know what I'm saying? I then find out, oh yeah, these lot do US TikTok shop. So I now need to get another phone.
Yeah.
I was thinking, damn, another phone. Like, you just hit me with that right after I've paid the 2 point whatever K for the course. I was like, okay, cool. Get the phone. Find out, oh, you need a VPN.
Yeah.
Boom, have to pay for the VPN.
Why didn't they just say run it on UK? Or is that because the brands they're working with?
All the brands that they're
US,
working with.
and that's part of the thing, innit? Like, guaranteed brands.
So that's the premium that you're paying for, like guaranteed retainers in a sense.
Yeah.
So it's like you can actually make money from as soon as you start, which
Straight
they
away.
didn't lie about. Okay, that was fair enough. But yeah, I had to pay for a VPN, ended up paying for a physical US SIM card. Setting it up's a bit of a nightmare as well because like you do one thing wrong, you gotta reboot the phone, start again.
Yeah.
But it was all right. It's just US shop, yeah. US shop really hurt my confidence for TikTok shop, you know. You know, my whole time on US shop, I didn't make one sale.
So
I've never made a sale.
How
on
long
the
were you
US
at it for?
At least 3 months.
swear down. 3
Not
months.
one. I've never no GMV, zero.
That's crazy. I think I always think like I think a lot of people are gonna try to dip their toes into US TikTok from the UK, and I feel like unless you're there, I don't know. It's obvious to tell you're in the UK, so I don't know how well it does. Did that, and then obviously, where did you first see me? Was it on TikTok? Or
Yeah.
YouTube?
I've seen you. So I've seen you before I knew about TikTok shop,
Did you?
and I've seen you after TikTok shop. So I remember seeing it before, and I thought, ooh, this 3-on-1 supplement looks all right. I might get
You
that.
see my TikTok shop video?
Yeah. I was like, yo, this looks all right, you know. I was saying Shilajit, CMOS, yeah. Dr. Seppi said something about that. I was thinking, yeah, I might have to grab one of them. Ended up finding out about the course in US now. Done all of that. Found out, okay, a lot of this is just marketing and that. And I was like, wait, whose account was that? Because that video was like put together really like, I don't know. It's like I think you set the tone for like that fast engaging content. It's like brain rot TikTok shop.
Yeah, for sure.
Because the products have their good reviews. Like these products aren't not just, I don't know, like dead. Like they actually have their reviews there. The proof is in the pudding that they work. So it's just about funneling people to show them what they actually need.
For sure. All right. So you see me, and then obviously you joined Inner Circle through before. You didn't join like Premium, did you?
No.
Straight into the Inner Circle through the webinar, the first webinar that I done.
Yeah.
Okay. So you joined in the second one, though.
Yeah, I was in Premium for like 3 months, 2-3 months.
Yeah, you joined in like
October.
late October.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you joined, and mate, I've got the pictures. I want to show the pictures from when you first joined, like the chats, what you said to me. All right, so I'll have to put it on the screen. First thing you said, or like one of the first things was, I'm telling you now, I'm going to be that student that has a crazy testimonial. And I said, for sure, I can tell, bro. And then you were sending me all your US pages. You had like 9 pages. And I was like, we need to lock in on one. Like, what are all these pages? And then a few days after you joined, you posted an £11 profit day in the wins chat.
Yeah.
And you said small win will bring in the bigger wins. So that is nuts to look back on.
No,
September.
where I was at that time, so US, I've given up on US TikTok shop. Like I just can't make it work. But I was like, I'm gonna pop in the UK. I know because this is my market. The costs, I can get all the products I need because I can just be shipped in. US shipping is an absolute nightmare. Like they just hold your stuff at the border and then you never end up getting it, which is sad. But I knew I just needed a little bit more support from somebody that's already printing. So as soon as it was like maybe a week before you did the webinar, the actual like Tom account came up and said, oh, I'm doing a webinar. And I was like, oh, so you're the guy behind the videos. I said, perfect. He's the perfect guy to show me how to take my shop content to the next level.
Yeah.
The only thing I was concerned about was, would he be able to help me do it with face? Because I don't mind showing my face. The faceless stuff, you lot are too sick. Your editing, my editing's not there, man. It takes me 3 hours to get one of those videos up, and it's not that good anyway. But yeah. So as soon as I paid the money, like committed to that. I was like, yo, just so you know, Tom, I'm not the same as like maybe the other 20 people. I said, yo, I'm going to be one of those students. But yeah, I felt like me saying that at that time would have just let you know, like, I'm not ramping in it. Like, I'm here to work.
Yeah. And I knew straight away, like, you can just tell some people. It's like, you're obviously going to do well. Even the content, I think straight away, it was like, okay, content is there, personality's there. You're ready to put in, like, content every single day and improve on it. Even, like, the first few days, you was haggling me with content. Like, bro, what can I improve? And I was like, let's do little changes each day. But straight away, you just know. I was like, okay, he's going to do numbers. Like, it's an easy student.
Thanks, appreciate that.
But then, okay, so like first 3 or 4 weeks, obviously just calls, working on content and stuff. But I wouldn't even say, I think even in October, you was putting in like £20 wins. Like, it wasn't instant. It wasn't like you just joined and started making hundreds a day.
Okay, so after I joined September, I got committed to the accounts. Bear in mind, I got bare violation points, remember? So you lot, if you're watching, yo, be careful with the violations, man. TikTok don't play, man. TikTok will get you down. Don't make no claims. I think I ended up getting like maybe 20 points spread across 2 different accounts in my first month. Just like saying the wrong thing, showing the wrong thing. But that month, I think I ended up doing £300 profit. It was £200 on one account and £100 on the other account. And I was like, yo, this is all right. You know what I'm saying? I did 3 posts a day across 2 different accounts, so 6 posts a day. And then Tom was like, maybe leave that other account that's not doing that well, just lock in on one and give it about 5 posts a day. So I was doing 6 posts a day. And yeah, that was it. Like, that account ended up doing like 3K
in November.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, this is a good little wage considering I still had retainers as well. I was like, okay, cool. Yo, TikTok shop, I'm going to lock in. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to really lock in. And then December came by. And I was like, yo, Tom, something's going wrong, man. I'm like, yo, I'm doing like maybe 10 posts a day. Why isn't it going viral? Yeah. It's like, yo, just stay consistent. Just take time in it. Like, it'll be all right. And I'm thinking, oh, this has been a terrible month. At the end of the month, I still came out with like plus retainers. I was still would have made like over... I'd say almost $3,000.
Yeah.
I wasn't making that housekeeping and cutting hair. I'll tell you that much now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just funny when you do online money, like apparently $3,000, $4,000 is not like, it's not. That's like I've not done great that month, which is silly. Yeah. Because
you have a good month and then it kind of changes your
perspective on everything.
Yeah.
And then the January one that's a crazy month, you know.
Right. So I'd say in September he was doing £11 wins, and what have you just finished on in January?
That's like I've cleared over 10k profit.
10k profit with commissions and retainers.
Yeah, commissions and retainers.
Decent.
Not bad.
3 or 4 months of like grafting, and you finish on a 10k profit month, which is like, considering the work you put in as well and the content, like how much you was working on your content, is so well deserved. Big question I had for you is, what would you say? I think for me, from my perspective, it was like, okay, let's find what content is perfect for your personal like avatar. Yeah. Like okay, you've got proper vibrant personality, don't mind getting on camera. So like the content style, like the stuff I was doing was never going to suit you. Yeah. And it was like, we had to figure that out straight away. And then it was like, okay, let's lock in on content that actually suits your personality. And then I think after that, it just all started picking up, and it was like, oh shit.
Literally, like any advice is, yo, find your unfair advantage. Yeah. Like my unfair advantage, like it would have been, personality, confidence in front of camera. I don't mind going up to store like owners or doing a skit in a public place. I don't care, innit? So that's my unfair advantage. Play on it. Like if somebody has a nice house, use it. Do you know what I'm saying? Show it in the background of your videos. If you've got a nice car, use it. If you can get access to certain, I don't know, maybe a location, or maybe you work in a store so you can do a store angle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you just have to play on all your unfair advantages. And it definitely worked for me. That I think I only did like was only like 6 or 7 like videos that just popped that month. Six videos can make you over 10K. It's just a bit mad, isn't it, to think that though. Like I would have spent what, like say I just made those individual 6 videos, like that's not 6 hours work. Like
yeah, mate, mental. And I think as well, like it's crazy that you hit a 10K profit month already, but I think you know as well, like it's just like the beginning for you and like your content. Like you look back in a year and you'll be like, oh my god, that content was so bad. The numbers were average.
And this is the thing though, because I'm now looking at it like, Tom, I'm not a madman if I now say I want to make 100K this year.
Yeah.
I started the year with a 10K month. Like I don't know. And you know, in December I did a video to myself, as I do my recap videos every month. And in that video, I'm like, yeah, this year's been a great year, on the right path, la, 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 la. And then I ended up saying, yo, 2025, definitely a 10K month. Like, I can feel it.
What a year. What a fucking year. Done so many different things, bro. So many different things. Like, I think I made 16K from online stuff this year, which is not shabby at all. Started off in the bedroom. Now we got office, you know what I'm saying? This year, new goals, new heights, new everything. It's been great, honestly. The month of December wasn't too bad as well. I think I pulled in like maybe 3 or 4 grand, which is sick. Just can't wait for this first 10K month. It's this year for sure. But yeah, 2024, fucking hell, it's like a new life. No cap. It was amazing. But yeah, hard year, worked hard every day. This year we just go harder. Simple.
And it's literally the next month then. That was a 10K month. Crazy. Honestly, it's mad how all that stuff works.
Yeah. Yeah, it is proper visualization. It is. I'm a big believer in it. You journal as well.
Yeah.
The journaling,
meditating, all of it.
for sure.
I ain't done the journaling yet.
You ain't unlocked that one. Give it a go, mate.
Bro, just write in past tense.
Bro, I literally have a journal from TikTok that I've sold.
Oh.
I don't use it.
What the
Yeah.
No, I just use the normal, just notepads.
Really?
Yeah.
How long you been doing it for?
January last year still. Yeah.
Bro, I've heard Matt McConaughey say enough times that journaling's like sick to realise that I should probably do something, but never done it.
Yeah, you should do it. I've done it for like 3 or 4 years.
Really?
Damn.
How many full journals you got?
I've probably chucked some away now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably should kept some to look back on, but I always feel like when you move, there's just like pages of shit, and like, do I actually ever look back on it? Not really.
Yeah.
I've got like 2 years in the recent, so
I'm sure that shit would be so interesting to look back on like 30 years down the road.
I've seen one person that blew up off something else. I think it was dropshipping or whatever, but he said his only regret was not documenting more when he wasn't up, because like he said, once you're up, he says the people you'll meet will think you always had it like that. My Twitter, I've got so many little screenshots or thoughts that I was going through. So like I think I'm probably the closest between like TikTok success and not knowing that you could make money on TikTok because it's happened in such a quick space to me. So like anyone that maybe, I don't know, has made a bit of money on TikTok, but you've not made like, I'd say a 10K month is life changing for me, because that's got me financially covered to move out now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually, I'm custody to move out. Yeah, thank you, man.
Flat with the missus.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's, I don't know if, like I found out, bro, paycheck to paycheck thing it's a real thing, you know, like the cost of living and that, it's not a joke at the moment. Like if you're on that steady 9 to 5 and that, things just start getting more expensive. I feel like you need to have a little side hustle that can just make you a crazy little hit of money, just real quick as well. You know what I'm saying? Pull it out in the earnings. You got that tucked away in the bank. That's your little safety net.
Yeah.
So I've got a very good safety net now. So I know, okay, cool. You know what? Worst case scenario, I make no money on TikTok for the next 6 months. Rent, bills, phone bills, insurance, everything's still paid for. So it gives you that like time to actually do the thing that you want to do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was going to say as well, like Lewis, I think Lewis joined the same time as you.
Yeah.
And then like December he did a like 16k month. January he did a 10k month, and I think this month he's doing really well again. So like that's another example of like
It's a mortgage.
he hadn't even made content when he first joined, which is nuts.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
a
like,
mortgage
you can't
deposit
do that
right
with
there.
anything else.
Nah.
And he's obviously like I speak to Lewis and he's like, oh, but I don't trust like it will last forever, which is probably a good mindset to have.
Yeah.
But I do think as well is he's probably because he's in the game every day. If you take a step back and you put yourself into your shoes in like September, you have took on a lot of information and like shit that you actually learn. So off the bat, you just hit your first 10k profit month on TikTok. What would be obviously in September you was doing like £11 days. If you was speaking to someone now who was doing TikTok shop and at that sort of like beginner stage, not really sure if it works, hitting maybe like £10 days, £50 days, what would you say to that person?
Okay. I know everyone's got different commitments, stuff like that, but yo, if you can do 5 posts a day, I know everyone says 3, no, listen, 5 posts a day minimum, yeah? You want to post one and leave at least an hour before you post the other one. That's the first step. Don't, like, make sure you work on the actual content. So after you post your video, if you can, I don't know, either at least look at the statistics, so be it views, likes, engagement, what's actually working better than other pieces of content that you're doing. When you post once a day, after the month's done, you've got 30 videos to reflect on. If you're posting 5 videos a day, you've got so many more videos to reflect on. One might have already like made you sales as well. As soon as something starts making you sales, just start recreating it, trying to maybe change the hook. If the engagement wasn't that good, change the hook. If it's not selling that much but going viral, it means the copywriting is not that good. Another thing I'd definitely say as well is find your actual unfair advantage. Like, what can you do that nobody else can recreate on TikTok? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my videos that I'm going to post is me doing a side flip. I don't know a lot of other people on TikTok shop that can do a side flip. I can side flip. I can
What's a fucking side flip?
like a side flip.
What, like a backflip, but like sideways?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've got my missus to film it out of the window.
Yeah.
So it's
on the
like,
road.
what's, but that same day I did a side flip on the grass.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, what's my boyfriend doing? No.
Yeah.
Who else is doing that?
No one.
Do you know what I'm saying? Unfair advantage. Whatever you can do that nobody else can do, do it. Even one of my mates that does like Cali and that, I told him, yo, jump on TikTok shop. You can do all these mad pull-ups, then press-ups, back flips. And I said, just call your account like, I don't know, flipping deals or something. Do you know what I'm saying? And he just does a backflip before he sells you a product. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you have that little trademark. Like, even with my barbering business, my first name's Chuck Wameka. Obviously, Chucky Cuts. Chucky Cuts. I had the Chucky, like, the doll as my thingy, and it just rang. Like, everyone remembered the name Chucky Cuts. You just have to have that unfair advantage. Like, what can make you so different to everyone else? And then just hone in on that. Like, Charlie, your content is like, I don't know, you must just have a gift of learning things because you picked up Tom's style rapid.
Yeah, I did have some time, and also like some level of familiarity with like editing experience. But I was just like, okay, he's the fucking guy.
Yeah.
Like, not trying to blow smoke up his ass, but he was at the time. Let me just try and get to that. So like, just sending him shit every day, getting his feedback, and just like acting on what he suggested, and naturally, you get to a point where like you're not far off.
Yeah, use the same in like messaging every day.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfair advantage, volume of posts. You see, okay, Bally Best Buys, yeah. By the way, go.
Yeah, I agree.
Go.
What a guy.
Actual go. He's done a 10k month as well.
Yeah.
And he gave me permission to say that he actually is a young buck. So he's in college running up bread. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I've spoke to him.
He's killing the game. And look how many people are trying to take his exact name. Oh, Pink Bally Best Buys.
The same profile picture, same
Nike.
content.
Do you know what I'm look, you can't just be pinching content like that and give the person, like, I don't know, no props to what they're doing or whatever. Like, I've done a couple of videos that were inspired by Bally Best Buys, obviously the jogger ones, innit? The joggers made me a lot of money. Before I even thought about doing the video, I'm liking, commenting on his videos like, yo, this is sick or whatever. I just think it's a bit rude when people will take your whole video idea with the caption, with the sound, with everything. Not like the post, not follow your page, not message you, not engage with your content. Like I feel like when there's two sides of TikTok, you've obviously got like the buying market and the selling market.
Oh mate, I got a funny story. So there was a guy in my TikTok shop videos, always hating, always buying, not for your link.
Oh,
Always, every time. It's something along those lines of like, you know, this guy just sells these to make money every single video.
Yeah.
And I was like, hang on, let me look at this guy's page. Scroll down, can see that he was doing TikTok shop a few months ago, cloning my voice, copying all my scripts. And I was like, he's obviously tried to do it and like copied everything I was doing. Didn't work for him, wasn't consistent. And now he's hating on my page.
that is really
And
sad.
I was like, bro, like, look at your old videos. Come on. So, yeah, I'd agree. I think there's a learning the fundamentals of content, and then everyone that does well have their own unique ideas to their content. I know you're a big believer in that as well, like having that unique idea on videos, and they're the best performing ones.
Yeah, like if you look at something, what can you do differently that would improve it? It's like always a question I'd ask myself. Because the first videos that I had that did like well were like basically taking a winning video and being like, how can I actually put like a meaningful spin on it that isn't just like some cap like changing one line, but like actually something that would get people to watch, like hook them into it. And that's the bit that people like sometimes don't want to hear, because it's like the thing you can't give them. You can tell them, okay, all the fundamentals and like the structure and everything else, but the bit of creativity for you to actually think for yourself, like, oh, what can I do differently here that hasn't been done? Like that's the tough part.
No, 100% agree. I seen somebody say something about like being successful in any lane is a combination of consecutive conscious decisions. So it's not being in that like hedonic, I don't know, subconscious state where you're not really, like, you know how sometimes you can be, I've worked at warehouses, you know what I'm saying? It's autopilot. My body's just doing it by itself. Anything online, it is, you need to be locked in. Like that's one thing I learned about TikTok, you know, when you're copywriting, creating your videos, whatever, yo, nothing gets done, you know. You can sit there for an hour. If you don't do nothing, that's an hour gone. You have to record, you have to copyright, you have to script, like or you have to edit. If you're not doing any of those things, no videos are going to get made. Whereas like when you're at work or whatever, you can have a bit of a laze. Half an hour goes by, so I'm still getting paid though. Yeah. No, like TikTok, you got to really lock in. And one thing as well with TikTok is don't give up too early. Like I see so like you know, on my personal brand account now that I'm doing the course with, people are asking for page reviews, and they've done like maybe 10 posts. I'm thinking, like, I hear it and I love that you want a review and I'll get round to it, but I need at least 90 posts.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I'm saying? I need at least 90 posts, and that's in a 1 month period. Like, so, like if you treat TikTok shop as a side hustle, you will get the side hustle amount of money that you're trying to treat it as. But when you treat TikTok job, if you treated it like a full-time job, you did this as your 9 to 5. Like you wake up, you start the day, you're copywriting, planning your day, cool. You set your 4-hour recording time, you record, you edit through this time. Bro, you will make bread if you take it serious. But when you're treating it like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna try and make my little video. Oh yeah, I made a $5 today. No, you're not gonna get to that level of work. Like you really have to lock in. Like I see the best pages on TikTok, they'll be going live 4 times a day.
Yeah,
like that's work rate. That's not you. And I know you. Okay, say you can say, oh yeah, I spend 1 to 2 hours a day. That's the truth to you, but that's 4 years of content.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think I always encourage, like, it's hard to give people advice if they're not putting reps into the game. Because it is so, I put it in a group chat the other day, it's so much like going to the gym. Like,
if you're an athlete, you can't now say, oh yeah, I'm an athlete, I do 5K in 18 minutes. Yeah. That doesn't mean anybody else is going to be doing it at that time.
Yeah. Like you can go on YouTube and look at the best gym form, but until you're in the gym for like 3 months, your form's going to be a little bit shit. It's the same as TikTok. Like until you're putting out volume every single day, no matter how much anyone can tell you about content, if you're not putting in that volume every day, you're not going to get there as quickly. Like
100%.
content improves so much quicker when you're putting out that volume. Even now, like even for me, I'm improving all the time if I'm putting out volume.
You need the reps. I'm telling you, lot, it's actually all in the reps. Like, okay, cool. Last year, I did my like rough calculations on how many TikToks I've made. I think I probably made about 2,000 TikToks. That's reps. Like, I was doing so many retainers. So the retainers I was on was like 30 posts, so one every day. And then I'd get like maybe 7 retainers for that month.
Yeah.
And they'd pay me on average, I'd say maybe like £400 for a retainer. That is volumes of posts. Like, that's where I learned how to bulk record. You're gonna have to. You can't be doing 7. You can't put 7 different caps on for different brands and record this one, cool, edit it. No. You just have to record one day. You just do like maybe 10 of that brand. The next hour you record another brand, and then you build up them, and then you have to plan all your recordings, do this. That's when I realized, so no, like you have to actually lock in, like, and that's the only thing about brand deals. The best it gets is retainers. So then that's when I felt like, okay, I just left the matrix of working physically to then just stay at home and work digitally. Like, it was just like, no, what's going on? And then I was like, no, I'm going to lock back into this commissions, because commissions can actually change the game. One good month can set you back for so long. Yeah,
I think retainers is like, all right, stability and steady money. And then commissions is where there's like 10K months, the 20K months are hit. I think I've got one more purely from, because I did a form in TMMB.
Yeah.
We've answered most of them, but products. How are you going about finding your products that work for you? How many are you looking in with? How many posts you do when you get a new product? Talk to me about products.
Okay, so obviously I show my face. So anything that I think I can do uniquely is an absolute bonus. So like one of the products that I did, I just wish they were established for a bit more longer, because if the honey packs were around for a little bit longer before I got hold of them, I think I would have made an absolute killing off them. Like, I made a lot of money from them, but most of the time I want to see at least 1,000 units sold, some positive reviews, and I want to see if the content that's already been going viral is something that I can either recreate or take inspiration from. Like, it's not just one of those videos that have just had ads pumped into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Then I also look for what ideas come to your head. So like, as soon as I saw the honey packs, I thought, oh my days, why are honey packs on TikTok Shop? Obviously they're not those type of honey packs, but I was like, I'm gonna do a skit on this, and I know TikTok's gonna eat it up, because it's just gonna be very controversial. You know what I'm saying? The amount of hate, by the way, if you're somebody watching this video and you hated on me in that video, it's very disappointing. So honestly, that filtered comments, I've not looked in there in like 2-3 months, bro. Like, some people hate me in there, like, I've had to block a couple people because man just consistently ended up. How can you be in my filtered comments every video? Like, leave me alone.
Yeah, the hate on TikTok Shop is something that no one talks about. Like, if you want to do well with TikTok Shop, you're gonna get hate, and it's just like a natural thing. I think it's just you're selling to people directly every day. It probably is fucking annoying, some of these videos that pop up.
Yeah, I mean, even the filtered comments like contribute to engagement, so I'm just like, well,
yeah.
Cheers, bro.
To be fair, Charlie, you be getting them guideline notifications when you send your comments back all the time.
I go back at them quite a lot.
Yeah, you battle them, don't you?
I like toe the line, but also like I've realised that if you get one and you can comment something that just like riles them up enough to like start a thread of people that want to come at you for what you've said, like that just pumps it so
rage bait is beautiful.
So like I did one on the inhalers, and someone was like, "Oh, this is just Vicks," and I was like, "Bro, what's Vicks? I've never heard of Vicks like in my life." And then 140 comments like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" Like, it's just
you just played the game.
Yeah.
You know what I said.
So the funniest one was like, fucking quoted like the revenue of Procter and Gamble, who own them, was like 16 billion. So how do you not know who these are? I was like, just to get these comments, mate. So jokes.
Yeah, all right, bro. I think it's been good. I was just gonna say, I actually got you something made. I know I spoke to you about it already. the little plaque,
Oh shit!
but it's not here.
Oh,
Get the sound effect. Get the sound effect.
wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, I got you a plaque made. I'm doing it for TMB members that hit like a milestone, but
Yeah.
I think it comes out tomorrow, so I have to link up with you again and give it to you. And I was going to
That's
come
sick.
down when I get my car anyway.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
But now I think the last question is what is next? What's next for Beach?
Ooh,
What sort of goals you wanting to hit?
so 100K, yeah, man. That'd be
100K,
nice.
yeah.
100K, yeah. And
Yeah.
like, one bit of advice that I definitely have from like all the personal development and stuff that I've done, yeah, is you have to be realistic with your goals. You know, like you see with like law of attraction and manifestations and all them things there. If you don't actually believe it in your heart, like I want to be a millionaire. Do I believe I'm going to become a millionaire this year? No. I have to be honest with myself, like based on my environment that I've grown up in, just like how much doubt you have, how much confidence you have. I do believe, like I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10 that I could make 100K a year. And starting the year the way I have has boosted that to maybe like an 8 out of 10. And you just go off like things that you believe, because you see when you don't believe that you can achieve something and you're kind of forcing it now, it's really bad, you know, like you just, all that's going to happen is subconsciously you're going to start gathering evidence together that, oh, this isn't working out.
Yeah.
So I'm just making sure all my goals are a bit like, I'm not trying to be too specific as well. Like, okay, another car would be nice. Do I need to be specific with what exact car? No, I just put in my journal, I want a car that drives quick and is comfortable and is new. That's how I've left the door open for a flipping Ferrari, mate. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, it's leaving the door open that's worked so well for me. Honestly, like I left the door open for a 10K month and it happened the next month. Like I just said, this next year, it's definitely happening. And I can believe that within the next 12 months, it's happening. If I try to manifest, oh, I'm going to get 10K next month, I think it's too much pressure and you start to doubt things. I don't know, something goes wrong one day and I'm like, oh, that's it. I've messed up. No. Believe in what you have to be so honest and know yourselves and know what you want to achieve in that. So I've set my goals very like open. I want 100K this year. I want potentially a nice little comfortable car to drive around in, and probably just keep like building this network. Like I don't know, my environment last year was very different to my environment this year. Like another thing I'll tell you lot as well with TikTok, or I think anything that you want to like do that's online, you have to cut people out. And it's awkward to say that, like, I love my family, I love my friends and all of that, yeah, but like my family have probably seen me maybe 15 times. I've come to check them because I've been living at my missus' crib. It's not that I'm out clubbing, it's not that I'm out doing gym, laptop, phone screen.
Yeah.
And work. That is it. Like I go to no social events. Like I think I see my best mate last year, I think twice. That's my guy, you know. Seen him twice that whole year. It's not that he's doing his own life thing, I'm doing my own life thing. It's just I have to lock in. You have to make these sacrifices. Like, you know, when people say, oh, I work this job, I can't do it. You always can. There's always a way. There's always a way. I'm telling you, like there's always a way. Like I've grown up seeing my dad work 3 jobs. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he was working night shifts and then a day shift and then like sleep between the afternoon and then work another shift before he goes back to his night shift. Like I don't know how he was even functioning as a human, but when there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you see people like that is real hard work. And there's like TikTok.
Did you get what
like,
I'm
obviously
saying?
we all put in the hours to get the numbers. Like you have to put in the hours, but in terms of like hard work, when you be around that, especially growing up and stuff, it's like it's not actually maybe like mentally
it
a
can
bit
be
draining.
tough. It can be tough mentally for people like who have prolonged periods of like not doing well and they're kind of banging their heads against a wall, but at the same time you're just making videos at your house.
In your house.
When you deep it, it's like
Comfort of your own home. I'm telling you, like I've worked them dirty 12-hour warehouse shifts nights, bro. That's 6 to 6. Do you know how weird it is to go somewhere? Yeah, I'm turning up at 6 p.m. I'm seeing the people that have just worked from last day, because it's just 12 hours. We just swap over. And then I'm going to see you again as I leave at 6 o'clock in the morning, knowing that you've gone home, you've ate, you've slept, woke back up, showered, come to work, and then you're seeing me with like all my baggy eyes and that on my way out, and we just keep doing the same thing. It literally felt like I was in a game. Like, it felt like I was in a simulation. Like, I'm just walking through these aisles, pushing this trolley with my little computer scanner thing, scan things. That's hard work, man.
Yeah.
That's real hard work. You wear them safety boots, uncomfortable. Your little KPI managers keep on running down the aisles to tell you, yo, you need to speed it up. Your KPI is low. It needs to be a little bit higher than that. But it will just be me and my best mate sat at the end of the aisle trying to have a chat by the trolley. That's real hard work. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen the foreigners that work there. It'll be like the Polish guys and that. Bro, that man are machines from, you speak to some of them and tell you, yeah, I do this 10 years straight. I'm saying, bro, 10 years? I don't even feel like I come in next week.
Yeah.
Like, that's real hard work.
Yeah, bro. It's been good. Definitely a valuable watch. Yeah, proud of you as well.
Thanks, man. No, literally, it's so weird, man. Like, my mom and my dad telling me, like, they're all proud of me, fam. You know what I'm saying? My missus is telling me, her family is telling me. Bro, by the way, shout my missus' family, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, moving in with her, I've never had my own bedroom, you know? Like, I've never had my own, like, space, like, just for me. Like, when we came here, I was born in Ukraine. When we came here, we lived at like my dad's mate's house for like the first year. But I couldn't even speak English, you know. First language was Russian. Like, I was fluent in Russian. Yeah. I can't speak it anymore because my mom stopped speaking it to me. So I probably lost the language about 10. But I can still speak like the basics. And went to school not being able to speak English. I'm learning English as I'm getting by and that. We finally moved out to like, bro, we moved into a house share. The house share that we moved into was one bedroom that my mom, my dad, me, my two little sisters all came through in. So like, it started off as just me, my mom, my dad, but then my sister came, then another sister came. So it's 5 people in just one bedroom. Like, that's a kettle in the, like, we didn't even have that house share that we were living in, didn't even have like hot water. So no heating, no hot water, just electric and water. So like, if I was to have a shower, I grew up on bucket showers my whole life. So that's where you fill up a bucket and then you put like maybe 2 kettles full of hot water in, and then you mix it down with cold water, because all that comes out the taps is cold water till eventually it's warm, and then you put a little cup in. You know what I'm saying? And you shower.
My upbringing was so much more blessed than that.
Yeah,
I always had hot showers.
But like, I've seen my parents get through like growing up, and then remembering back my memories. I'm like, yo, you lot really got through the gutter, innit? Like, you lot really got us out of there. Like, I thought it was just normal, like, families close and that. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember going to one of my brethren's houses when I was like 10, and I'm like, yo, you got your own room. I'm like, yo, this is sick, bro. Like, seeing his own bed and that. I'm thinking, right, you got a little ladder. You know, what they call it, the bunk bed. He's got a bunk bed on the top. I'm thinking, yo, this is sick, bro. Me, I just had a little air mattress. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just normal. Yeah, that gets blown up before we go to sleep. Air mattress, single bed. So my mum would sleep on this one, my dad would sleep on that one. So mum would sleep with like whoever the baby was, be it like the older sister or the younger sister. I'd sleep onto the floor, then eventually the other sister would move onto the floor as well. And that, we were custy like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love to find out the environments that people have grown in, because it keeps on feeding into the idea that I have, which I think your environment can only do so much. You still have to just take action. And I notice whether somebody's successful and they've come up from a lovely, amazing, like I'm saying like an elite upbringing, they can still end up being poor because they're pricks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they're too smug, they're just arrogant, whatever. But somebody that comes from the bottom of the bottom can also still come out there. It's just, you have to take action in that environment. So my environment, I just took out, yo, my dad, my mom, you lot are sick. You lot worked it out. They always did their best. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think I ever went without food. Do you know what I'm saying? It was just, we didn't have the luxuries of life. And yeah, like, even till now, like, I've still not been on holiday, you know? I can't wait to go on holiday.
Have you never been on holiday?
Yeah, I've not got a British passport yet.
Fuck.
Oh, swear down.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
When you get that?
I get it I think, end of this year.
Okay, and you're gonna go on holiday.
I'm gone, mate. Date comes, yeah, I'm gone.
Where are you gonna go?
Don't know. Just gonna turn up at the airport and say, "Yo, next flight." You know what's mad? I was meant to go to China to kick ball.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. When I was like 17, I got shouted to go Shanghai to go do like a tournament up there.
Yeah.
Visa got declined on my Nigerian passport. I got asked to go Valencia for football when I was in year 7. Visa got declined on. No, I lied. I didn't have a visa.
How different your life would have been.
Yeah, I know.
That's mad. All right, sweet. We'll wrap it up. But yeah, obviously TMMB and everything will be in the description below. Let me know if you like this kind of stuff. Sweet.